Hello. Welcome back. That'll make sense in a second, sort of. This is Matt.
This is Katie. This is Movies and Mischief with Matt and Katie. If you're one of our regular viewers, welcome back. Welcome back to especially all of our new subscribers. Thank you very much. We broke 100 the other day. Awesome. If you're new to the channel, well, welcome to the Funhouse. Katie and I have been married for going on 14 years. We both love watching movies. We love talking about the movies we watch. And that's exactly what we do on our channel. We watch a movie and then we sit down right away and we give you our unprepared, unfiltered opinion of said flick.
From the other side of the couch.
Literally the other side of the couch. So, with that being said, let's take a look at the movie we're going to talk to you about tonight.
I know you. You hops boy.
When I get up off this ground, I should lay back down.
Your daddy got rules that you're not abiding by. Yo, what you doing?
You want to ride the street life? You can't be in my house. You want to wise up? You welcome back.
Welcome back to what? I ain't got no home here.
That's your choice.
So, our latest movie is Concrete Cowboy with Idris Elba, Jharrell, Jerome, Lorraine, Toussaint, and a bunch of other people I didn't recognize.
Caleb, I think his last name's McLaughlin.
McLaughlin.
He's from Stranger Things. He's one of the kids in Stranger Things.
Okay, right. So he plays a boy named Cole who lives in Detroit with his mom. He just cannot stay out of trouble. He's been kicked out of school. And his mom finally has enough and sends him to Philadelphia to live with his dad, the scrumptious Idris Elba, for the summer. And upon arrival, he discovers his father's a cowboy in the middle of Philadelphia. And the story moves from there. What did you think about this movie?
I really liked this movie. I went into this was a complete blind. I'd heard of it, but I didn't know anything about it. I went right into this movie.
I didn't even watch a trailer for it.
And I really, really liked it. This is going to be my movie whenever I have those conversations with some of my friends when they say, what exactly do you mean about we need more black voices in Hollywood, Matt? This is the movie I'm going to tell them to watch. If I hadn't watched this movie, I would have no idea who the Fletcher Street Cowboys are. I would have no idea this was all based. The movie itself is based on a YA novel, but the story around the situation, the people, the characters is based on it's real life stuff going on in Philly.
The movie is peopled by some of the actual people from those stables.
So yeah, I really like this movie. I thought it's a great story. I think I kept thinking it. I was watching it. It's one of those movies that takes a typical. It's the kind of the crux of the story. Yeah, it's nothing new. Right, it's an inner city coming of age, trying to, the father's trying to keep the very boys in the hood, very all that kind of stuff, but it surrounds it in an entirely fresh, new packaging. Yeah. And as you're watching the movie and everything's unwrapping, it's hitting all of the typical beats of those kind of films, but again, everything surrounding those beats is new, is fresh, felt good. It was really, really, really like this movie. The other thing that I thought was really cool, they shot it like it's a Western. I mean, a lot of the visuals...
It almost had a documentary sort of vibe.
The cinematography in it, there's some very specific, old-fashioned, John Huston-esque kind of cinematography going on in here that I really, really like. It puts you in it even more. And I just really enjoyed this film. I think this is one of those movies that I'm going to tell everybody to watch because I think it's well worth the time. And I just think it is a great, great movie. Katie, what did you think?
I thought this movie was beautiful on so many levels. It is a coming of age story. It is a lost boys story. It is about boys in these inner city areas who feel like they're on their own. It's about that family is who you make it. It's about choices and what may seem like a faster choice, what may seem like the only choice is the absolute worst choice. And like life, it's kind of hanging at the end. You don't really know what's going to happen, but the acting was wonderful. I'm with you. The cinematography was beautiful. It's a slow burn of a story. There are some very tense and awful moments in it, but it just feels like almost unfolding in real time as you go through the summer with this kid.
The first 20 minutes of this movie, I was very tense when Cole first arrived in Philadelphia.
Because his dad is basically a stranger to him.
Yeah.
He hasn't seen he hasn't been in this neighborhood for 10 years. He hasn't seen his father at all in that time. So he's basically been dumped off on a stranger who is apparently very indifferent to him. And there's a lot of just built-in conflict there.
Yeah. The other thing that I really liked about this from a character point of view is because you said something a couple minutes ago about it was a story about a lost boy. But even the adults in this, you see how the adults are lost.
Yeah, that
they
have come together because they were all needed a family and a community. And
and it's just a really beautiful story. And I just everybody needs to give this one a shot. It's on Netflix. I think it's newish, as in it's come out this year.
Yeah, it's been out for a couple months, I think.
Yeah, but this is just one of those movies that I'm gonna tell everybody you need to give this a shot. This is such a beautiful film. I really enjoyed this.
It really
I really enjoyed this.
It really is.
What are your final thoughts on this one?
We keep kind of coming back to this, but family is what you make it. Keep your people close. Watch out for each other. You know, if you see somebody heading down a path and you know where the doorway that ends up at, just do everything you can to try and help pull them back.
This movie is just another shining example of why I love movies, why I love cinema, and why we need more black voices in Hollywood. Because this was just such a wonderful story. I feel so good right now. I don't know, horses still kind of scare me. Horses kind of freak me out.
Horses are huge, but they're
kind of
beautiful.
Freak me out.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of money.
So there you have it. Concrete Cowboy. Currently streaming on Netflix. It is definitely one that Katie and I both think everybody should give it a shot.
Yes.
And with that, I'm going to remind you guys to seek the positive in your life. And don't forget to click like, subscribe, share, comment, all that fun YouTube stuff.
Let us know what you want us to see next. Because we have several in the chamber, but if there's something you in particular want, let us know.
Each of us
Yes.
have ideas of several different movies we're looking to watch.
We have to tag team and go, all right, it's your turn.
Your turn. My turn's next, so.
You're in trouble.
All right, guys, so that's it. We're going to let you guys go. I hope everybody has a good week, and we will see you next time. Bye.